Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 21-22 Mountie Awards. I'm your host, Drew Patrick. What a year this has been. Finally back to a full docket of sports and some great moments from our athletes and coaches. We hired head coach Amy Senefelder this year as the new women's basketball coach. The team saw massive growth, and the team had virtually 3 weeks before games started to start working with her. We saw the baseball team, who had to play home away from home up in Corning, New York at times this year, and still come away with the most wins in a season since 2013. We saw freshman distance runner Angie Colon qualify and compete nationally in the prestigious Millrose Games and Penn Relays in the race walk. We saw freshman quarterback Casid Raymond take the CSFL by storm, winning Offensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year. We saw a man with a bat and a glove represent his country in an overseas worldwide event. And I, of course, am talking about Sports Information Director Owen Lukens, who competed in the World Baseball Softball Confederation's America's Qualifier for Team USA. They finished fourth and qualified for the World Championships. Oh, that's right. Asaf Loengart went to the Olympics, this year representing his country of Israel. He followed that up by competing in the European Baseball Championships, leading everybody in RBIs with 13 and tying for the most home runs with 4. This year, we led with the slogan of peak mentality. But there's a lot of you who don't know exactly what we meant by that. Here, let me explain. Here at Mansfield University, history literally hangs on the walls. Our athletes strive for that greatness to reach new heights. That's peak mentality. So we decided to dedicate that year to breaking records. Justice Smith, 56 points in a game. That's the most in a game. Stephanie Moyer on the women's soccer team, the most saves in a career, 433. That's a broken record. Casid Raymond had so many broken records. The all-purpose and rushing yards with 900. He had the most touchdowns in a season. He had the longest pass to LaTrenton Randall, 83 yards in a season. Casid Raymond's in the record book. Logan Shull has practically every kicking record we have. He's got the most extra points in a game, in a season, and a career. He's got the most field goals in a game, a season, and a career. He's got the most kickoff yards in a game and a season, not a career yet. And he also has the longest field goal in program history, 44 yards. However, Teron Hewins holding on to that punting record with 36.6 yards per punt. That's a broken record. Hunter DePrimo is the strikeout king, 282 strikeouts for him. That's a record. Abigail Taylor smashed the record book in the triple jump. Indoor, 11.43 meters. Outdoor, 11.67 meters. That's 2 records for Abigail Taylor. Losing them here, Ed Marshall. He's got the 60-meter dash record. That's 7.01. That's a record. Corey Wharton is in the record book. He's got that triple jump record, 6.99 meters. That's a record for him. Sean Ringgold is the 200 king here at Mansfield. The indoor record, 22.25. The outdoor record, 21.68. Sean Ringgold is your record holder. And the 4x100 women's team, Aaliyah Serrano, Abigail Taylor, Skylar Brown, Island Blanche, 49.03. That's a record for you as well. I'm going to have to clean all this up, aren't I? All right. Peak mentality means striving for those moments, whether visible or unsung. Peak mentality is Donovan Cook getting a hamstring injury on his final jump of the PSAC Indoor Championships, and not only getting back ready for the outdoor season, but qualifying for the PSAC Championships outdoor and finishing at a higher position than he did in that meet. Peak mentality is Lacey O'Donnell telling the world she will not end her Mansfield days without a fight, going 6 for 6 on the final day of her Mansfield career. Peak mentality is August Lewis, going from competing for the goalkeeper job to getting 5 shutouts on the season, which is 3rd most all time. Peak mentality is Coach Jacob Woods, being the sprint football assistant coach and women's basketball assistant coach, as well as filling in for the men's assistant coach role as a COVID replacement this year. Peak mentality is the women's soccer team sending their seniors out with a bang, beating Lock Haven on an Emily Smith golden goal. Peak mentality is Idris Ali breaking his hand mid-Westchester game, finishing that game, leading the team to victory and collecting a career-high 18 points. Peak mentality is Skylar Brown, walking into Coach Johnson's office and saying, my track career is not over here, I'd like an opportunity. And then taking that opportunity, working her butt off, just missing qualifying out for indoor, qualifying for outdoor, and finishing with a silver medal in the 100-meter dash. That's peak mentality. But enough of me explaining it, you should see it for yourself.
Cause I can't fall asleep at night without seeing my dreams. Delusionary reality, I'm somewhere in between. These voices in my head get loud and they keep telling me that I'm a fool for trusting in these things.
Trying to get Brian out of his feet, weaving in and out, Adrice Ali.
Screen there from Jasmine Hilton, screen and roll, Jasmine Hilton!
In the fiercest battle, I'll defend you from all these arrows in the
An opportunity. Bobbing, weaving, shot goes up, the shot goes in!
Justice Smith is your new in-game point record holder.
Left center field, off the fence, 1 run scored, 2 runs scored.
The Mounties take the lead. Turnaround shot. It is in.
Showtime, baby.
Bounding free Emma Smith. Turnaround shot is good. That's the winner for the Mansfield Mountaineers. Finds a lane. There he goes once again to send the kid.
High fly ball to deep center field. Back, and gone. 3 2 3.
It's good, Sydney Reed.
Let's go.
We start tonight with the Scholar Athlete Award, focusing on the work you did in the classroom this year. To present the award, here is Director of Athletics, Peggy Carl.
Successful student athletes at Mansfield University are successful both on the field of play and in the classroom. I'm really excited to be able to award 2 such students for their exemplary work in the classroom. The Scholar Athlete Award is presented to 1 male and 1 female student athlete with the highest GPA and the most credit hours earned. The female Scholar Athlete is Olivia Pegalo of the women's basketball team. Olivia has a perfect 4.0 GPA and 122 Mansfield credits while majoring in early childhood and special education. Congratulations, Olivia. Our male Scholar Athlete is Josh Farina. Josh plays baseball and carries a 3.939 GPA while majoring in psychology. Congratulations, Josh.
We returned to fall athletics for the first time since 2019 after a COVID absence and saw some great team and individual performances.
Has arrived. When the package has
Yes,
arrived.
the package has arrived, which can only mean one thing. It's field hockey time. The Mountaineers bounced back in a major way, falling just 1 win shy of reaching the conference tournament for the 2nd straight season, finishing 9-9 overall and 4-6 in the PSAC. The Mountaineers ranked 2nd in the conference in save percentage and 3rd in saves, scoring, opponent scoring average, and shots. Under 7th-year head coach Brittany Hansroth, the Mountaineers finished over 500 in back-to-back seasons for the first time since 2006-2007, when she was an athlete here. Sophomore Riley Kleinfelter finished 2nd in the nation and 1st in the conference in defensive saves, with 7, falling just 1 shy of the NCAA statistical champion. Following the season, sophomores Alex Esserling, Hannah Meyer, and Sarah May Radel were named to the PSAC All-Conference teams for the first times in their careers in just their 2nd season of playing. The program has another excellent year in the classroom, earning NFHCA Division II National Team Academic Award after 5 athletes earned Scholar of Distinction honors and 10 athletes earned a spot on the National Academic Squad. Your 2021 field hockey MVP is sophomore August Lewis, and your most improved player is Laura Huntsberger. The men's and women's cross-country teams saw a youth movement and some standout growth. Sophomore Anissa Dotson earned all PSAC honors with an 11th place finish at the PSAC Championships with a time of 23:18:1, placed 5th at the Bloomsburg Mansfield Dual 5K, finished 26th at the LHU Invitational, finished 14th at the Don Cathcart Invitational, and 10th at the RK Minzy National 5K, and of course competed at both the NCAA Atlantic regions as well as the PSAC Championships. Junior Carly Daniels had 2 top 10 finishes on the year, finishing 8th in the home meet with a 5K time of 2017 and 9th at the Don Cathcart Invitational with a 6K time of 23:38. Bailey Morgan, Rochelle Myers, and Shelby Alexander all picked up personal bests on the year. The women's cross-country MVP is Anissa Dotson, and the MIP is Angie Colon. For the men, freshmen David Wooten and Seth Neal provided a steady 1-2 punch. Wooten finished 60th at the PSAC Championship with an 8K time of 28:05 and 96th in the regional meet with a 10K time of 34:37.7. Seth Neal finished 102nd at the PSAC meet with a 29:28.9 8K and 123rd at the region with a 36:09.7 10K time. Most of the team was experiencing their first full season of cross-country. Senior Ben Chambers and Captain Michael Grunden were the lone athletes with a prior full season. The cross-country men's MVP is David Wooten, and the MIP is Isaac Showers. The Mountaineer women's soccer team hit the reset button in 2021, featuring a lineup of just 5 returners and 25 rookie athletes on a bolstered roster of 30 players. In just the 2nd game of the season, the Mounties gave PSAC powerhouse Westchester University all they could handle, battling to a double overtime tie despite having to switch fields in the middle of that game due to the weather. The Mounties followed that up with a 2-0 victory over Roberts Wesleyan before another 1-1 double overtime tie against Millersville University to wrap up an impressive homestand. In her first season, sophomore Taylor Luckenbill became the 9th athlete in program history to bring home all-conference honors, earning second team as a defender. Luckenbill is the first Mountaineer to earn all-conference honors since 2016 and the first defender to bring home that award since 2012. The program concluded their season on top, downing Lock Haven University in a 1-0 overtime thriller thanks to a golden goal in the second minute of that overtime by sophomore Emily Smith. Following the season, the program earned the United Soccer Coaches Team Ethics and Sportsmanship Award. Your Mountaineer women's soccer most valuable player is sophomore Caitlin Rappel, and your most improved player is sophomore Madison Zawija. The Mansfield University Sprint football team finished 4-4 overall and 2-2 in the CSFL North to clinch a 500 or better back-to-back seasons for the first time in program history. The Mountaineers, headlined by an unprecedented 6 first-year players, were just one all-conference honoree shy of setting a program record for the second straight year. Freshman phenom Cassid Raymond was named CSFL Offensive Player of the Year and Rookie of the Year to highlight a group of 10 athletes who earned that all-CSFL distinction. Raymond brings home the first ever Offensive Player of the Year honor in Mountaineer Sprint football history with that. And that Rookie of the Year honor is the 4th straight Mansfield athlete to be named Rookie of the Year. The Mounties set a program record with 13 total conference weekly awards. Senior Chase Mosier and senior Kane Berger, along with junior Matt Roberts, were named to defensive first team All-CSFL. Senior Holden Myers and freshman Ethan Wilson, along with LaTrenton Randall, landed on the second team offense, while a trio of rookies, Engaged Amick, Kendall Smith Jr., and Nick Ziegler, earned honorable mention honors on defense. The Mountaineers had arguably their best year in the classroom, notching their highest team GPA of the decade and landing 5 athletes on the All-CSFL academic squad, which were seniors Tim Banks and Brandon DeJesus, and sophomores Alex Dean and Cade Showers joining Darius Harrison on that list. Your 2021 Sprint Football MVP is freshman Cassid Raymond, and your most improved player is freshman Gage Alnick. Strength and conditioning is an unsung yet crucial aspect for our student athletes, and we'd like to recognize those athletes who excelled this year. To present the Iron Mounties of the Year, here is strength and conditioning head coach Greg Gustin.
All right, so I'm here to announce the winners for the Iron Mountie of the Year award. And first, I just want to say this award is incredibly difficult for me to choose. There's so many deserving athletes who are working hard, growing consistently, and getting better. But really, when it comes down to it, the few athletes that we've chosen just stood out to me in specific ways. And just a reminder, our criteria that I try to go off of is leadership, physical capability, growth mindset, and consistency. So our first award winner is Asaf Lowengar. Asaf is the kind of definition of a student of the game, student of the training process. He's someone who knows when to crush it and when to recover. You definitely see that in his performance in the weight room, also on the field. He's someone who really puts a lot of attention and effort into knowing kind of what to do, how to do it, and when to do it. And I've also seen him take on a leadership role this year and just being vocal with the team. So Asaf's got big goals in this game, and I know he'll accomplish big things. So congratulations, Asaf. Okay, next award winner is Don Cook. Don is someone who has been really consistent in the weight room, and he's gone through a few injuries over this last year, and he's been right on top of his rehab. He's doing extra work all the time, and it's really showing for him. This year he's seen his strength, range of motion, power, all that stuff increase pretty dramatically, capped off by climbing to the top of the vertical jump all-time record board. But the way that Don's really stood out to me is in his leadership. He's really brought the team together with a lot of new faces and helped instill Coach Johnson's culture. And Don has put in a lot of hard work, and I know he's a positive influence in a lot of other ways off the track as well. So congratulations, Don. Okay, our next award winner is August Lewis. August sits at the top of literally all of our categories that we test for, from speed to agility to strength and power. especially within the team. And she's someone who's really, really nice and always has a smile on her face, but she definitely approaches strength and conditioning with a tenacity and a grit, always approaches it with an intensity. And, she asks how she can get better, and then she does. And then, August is someone who's not as vocal of a person, but she leads through example by, like I said, her approach with intensity to the strength and conditioning. And August is going to be, someone who really grows and develops over the next couple of years as well. So congratulations, August. And our final Iron Mountie Award winner is Emily Smith. Emily is someone who's kept a really positive and consistent, upbeat attitude toward strength and conditioning throughout the year. And especially this offseason, I've seen her take a leadership role through example and also being vocal. And again, just through her mindset and her attitude. She's someone who, didn't used to actually like lifting in some ways, certainly certain exercises like squat, but she's really grown to actually enjoy them now as she's gotten better and better. And her PRs just keep going up and keep improving, and it's something she's almost looks forward to now. So she's got a good mindset about that, and she's someone also who has been really consistent with her own personal effort, and I think she'll also grow over the next few years and really show out with the team. So congratulations, Emily.
The snow started to fall and we moved indoors and we masked up to watch our winter sports take center stage. We will start with the women's basketball team that told me it was bad luck whenever I would end up calling their games and doing play-by-play simply because they won the first 3 games that I didn't. So you know what? I'm not going to jinx it. So here is BK Royce to recap your year.
2 years removed from the last time the Mountaineer women's basketball team competed in a collegiate game, the program kicked off a new era under first-year head coach Amy Sennefelder. Under Sennefelder, the Mountaineers doubled their overall win total from the 2019-2020 season, while improving their conference wins by 5 to narrowly miss the championship tournament by 1 game on the final day of their regular season. Junior forward Jasmine Hilton was rewarded for her efforts on the hardwood this season, earning her first career all-conference nod after leading the team in points, rebounds, free throw percentage, and blocks to land on the second team. The Mountaineers ranked 8th in the conference in assists, while the defense ranked top 10 in steals, turnover margin, and opposing scoring. I'm happy to announce that this year's MVP is Jasmine Hilton, and this year's most improved player is Paige Whitfield.
The Mansfield University men's basketball team returned to the hardwood after a year hiatus, featuring a roster full of newcomers, including 5 first-year starters and 4 freshmen. The Mounties were at their best at home this season, where they finished 5-8, including a 3-game win streak to close out January, featuring victories over Westchester, Bloomsburg, and Kutztown. Freshman guard Justice Smith was named PSAC East Men's Basketball Rookie of the Year and second-team All-Conference following the season. After finishing second in the conference in scoring with an average of 20.6, Smith became the 3rd Mountaineer in program history to be named the top rookie in the conference, leading the Mountaineers to a victory over Bloomsburg on February 2nd. Smith set a new single-game program record with 56 points, breaking Jason Benson's previous record of 53 points set in 2005. The Mounties led the PSAC East with 262 steals, which landed them 19th in the entire NCAA Division II. The Mounties closed out the season with an exciting 75-68 victory over conference foe Shepherd University in front of a packed Decker Gymnasium on Senior Day. Your 2021-22 men's basketball MVP is Justice Smith, and your most improved player is Manir Waller. The indoor track and field group of women were led by a mix of upperclassmen and outstanding freshmen. Aaliyah Serrano and Island Blanche made the top 10 list in the 60-meter dash. Serrano with 3rd on that list with a 7.94, and Blanche 7th on that list with an 8.08. And actually, upperclassman Skylar Brown also cracked the top 10 with a time of 8.18. She's in 8th. Serrano cracked the top 10 also in the 200-meter dash, placing 3rd all-time on that board with a 25.78. Abigail Taylor now holds the record in the triple jump with a mark of 11:43 meters, which she consistently increased on her record on the indoor season. She claimed a silver medal at the PSAC Indoor Championships. Riley Mong also found herself placing on the top 10 record board by vaulting 3.20 meters. That's good for third on that list. Also qualified for the PSAC conference meet in Edinburgh, Madison Fox in the high jump, and the DMR team consisting of Teidra Harrison, Anna Duncan, Angie Cologne, and Carly Daniels. This year's MVP is Abigail Taylor, and most improved is Teidra Harrison. The men's team made a splash on the record board as well. In the 60-meter dash, Edward Marshall ran 7:01, puts him as the 60-meter dash record holder on the men's side. Sean Ringgold also appeared on that record board with a 60 time of 7.03. He now holds third in that spot. Ringgold also performed in the 200-meter dash at the conference meet, as well as a fourth place finish there. He now holds the indoor 200-meter record with a time of 22:25. Freshman Corey Wharton had an impressive indoor season. At the Kane Invitational, Wharton jumped 6.99 meters in the long jump to obtain the indoor record. Donovan Cook also made his way onto the top 10 board with a jump of 6.84 meters to be third on that list. Donovan Cook also finished 8th at the PSAC Championships. Ben Chambers hit a pole vault mark of 3.05 meters and now sits 7th on the all-time board for the indoor pole vault. Other PSAC qualifiers included senior Caden Fisher in the 60-meter hurdles, freshman David Wooten, who qualified in the mile along with the distance medley relay, where he was joined by junior Terrence Quaker, freshman Seth Neal, and sophomore Abraham Calderon. The indoor track men's MVP is Sean Ringgold, and the MIP is Donovan Cook. We now move to the Steve McCluskey Service Award. To present this award, please welcome Sports Information Director and former Steve McCluskey Service Award winner himself, Owen Lukens.
Hello everyone, thanks for joining us this evening for another installment of the Mountie Awards. First of all, I would like to thank all of our student workers, coaches, and students for making this year so special. The Steve McCluskey Service Award is named in honor of long-term Mansfield University Sports Information Director Steve McCluskey, who retired in the spring of 2017 after 28 years of service. This award is presented every year to a student who embodies the Mansfield University spirit and provides exemplary service to the athletic department. In our first year back, covering all of our athletic programs to full capacity, these two seniors went above and beyond to make our sports information team strive. They were the first ones to arrive and the last ones to leave at every event, and were constantly offering to do more. They brought a positive attitude to work every day and never asked when they could leave, but only asked to do more. I am proud to announce the 2021-22 Steve McCluskey Service Award winners, Brianna Royce and Claire Ames.
The snow melted and the flowers started blooming, which can only mean it's time for spring sports. The Mountaineer baseball program continued their rise after clinching their most victories since 2013 with 22, while notching their most conference wins since 2010 and their second straight season with back-to-back double-digit conference wins. The Mountaineers' 6th place PSAC East finish is their best finish since also finishing 6th in 2011. The resilient Mountaineers overcame obstacles throughout this season, with one of the most impressive being a 6-4 home record despite only playing 3 of those contests at Shayute Field. Senior Asaf Loengart led the Mountaineer offense in 8 offensive categories while ranking in the top 10 of the PSAC in doubles and home runs to land on first team All-Atlantic Region and second team All-PSAC East. With their backs against the wall in late April, the Mountaineers won 11 of 12 games to vault back into playoff picture, with remaining in the heat of the PSAC tournament chase until that final weekend of the regular season. Your 2022 Mountaineer Baseball MVP is senior Asaf Loengart, and most improved player is sophomore Shea Gustafson. The Mansfield University softball program took the field for the 42nd season in 2022, while returning to a full schedule of non-conference and PSAC contests for the first time since 2019. The Mountaineers started their season with thrilling one-run victories over Bowie State, Wilson College, and Keene State before carrying the late-inning heroics into conference play, where they upended Westchester University 11-10 in their home opener at Helen Lutz Field. Senior Lacey O'Donnell wrapped up a brilliant 4-year career with the Mountaineers, leading the squad in batting average, hits, triples, total bases, on-base percentage, stolen bases, runs, and at-bats to land on All-PSAC's second team as an outfielder for the first time in her career. The Mountaineers featured a promising group of first-time starters as freshman Natalie Blackstone and Kayla Vaughnstein each started over 26 games at shortstop and third base, while hitting in the heart of the lineup for Mansfield. Sophomore Anastasia Berardi hit over 300, and the team tied for the club's lead in home runs. The Mountaineers also excelled in the classroom and featured 10 athletes on the NFCA All-American squad. Your 2022 Mountaineer softball MVP is Lacey O'Donnell, and your most improved player is junior Morgan Burnt. The track and field outdoor season picked up right where that indoor season left off. Starting on the women's side, Skylar Brown and Aaliyah Serrano took home all PSAC honors in the 100-meter dash, finishing second and third at the event. They also sit in those places all-time in the record book, actually, with a 12:17 and 12:23 100-meter dash times. Serrano also sits second in the 200-meter dash with a 24:87 and finished fourth at the PSAC championships, while Brown finished seventh in the 200 at the championships. They were joined by Abigail Taylor and Island Blanche to break the 4x100 school record at that championship meet with a time of 49:03. Abigail Taylor also smashed the triple jump record with a season best 11.67 meters and finished fifth at the conference meet despite an injury. Madison Fox collected the fifth best high jump mark with a 1.51 meter jump, qualifying for the conference meet before injury shortened her season. The Mounties had a pair of 3K steeplechase qualifiers in Bailey Morgan and Shelby Alexander, finishing 13th and 14th, with Morgan eking into the 10th fastest time in program history. Riley Mong finished 16th at the conference meet with a 3.05 mark. She matched her career high this year, which ranks third all-time with a 3.37 meter mark earlier in the year. Angie Colon claimed the second fastest program 5K race walk time with a time of 25:49.16 at the Penn Relays. This year's women's track MVP is Skylar Brown, and the MIP is Carrie Claypool. On the men's side, Sean Ringgold appeared all over the record book. He claimed the 200-meter dash record during the PSAC championships with a 21:68. He finished fourth at that conference meet. Ringgold sits third all-time in the 400-meter dash with a 48:91 achieved in the preliminaries of the PSAC championship, and he finished fourth in the conference in that as well. He matched his career best and fourth best all-time at MU in the 100-meter dash with 11.03. Donovan Cook came off injury and outperformed with a best jump of 6.61 meters at the PSAC championship to take seventh there. David Wooten and Abraham Calderon qualified for the conference meet in the 10K. Calderon finished 25th at that meet, while Wooten earlier in the season claimed the 10th spot on the record board with a time of 33:39.06. Ben Chambers finished 12th in the conference and 6th all-time at Mansfield with a best vault of 3.65 meters. Seth Neal finished 12th in the PSAC in the 3K steeplechase with a time of 10:14.69. The MVP for the men's outdoor season is Sean Ringgold, and the MIP is Abraham Calderon. You know, this year for the Mountie Awards, I had initially thought of a roast, however, when you do a roast like screen to screen and without really audience feedback, it can be awkward, which, is kind of a shame because I think, I genuinely believe I had some fun ones. Like the fact I'd point out the pain that I have been over in the last couple of years deciphering field hockey's Alex Esterling and softball's Alexis Easling. Your names are too close. I mean, look, too close. If this was a roast, I'd bring up how Justice Smith kind of looks like Ben Simmons, and I don't think it's a coincidence that Simmons didn't play this year, and this was the first year Smith could. But again, it's not a roast. We're not doing a roast. Besides, I know Justice isn't really Ben Simmons because Justice can actually shoot and Simmons actually plays defense. But again, it's not a roast. We're not going to do a roast. If it was a roast, I'd talk about Rebecca Pizzo's competitive drive. Do you know she asked for her money back at a dodgeball tournament after a team lost the first 2 matches? The only issue was that this was a SAC Make-A-Wish fundraiser. But again, it's not a roast, so I'm not going to bring it up. She decided not to take the money back, though, so cooler heads prevailed there. It's fine. Again, though, this is not a roast. I am not doing a roast. If it was a roast, however, I'd talk about cross country's identical twins, Isaac and Owen Showers, apparently getting so angry about being compared throughout their lives, as twins normally do, that they decided to go opposite directions in style direction. But I'm not going to bring that up because it's not a roast. We're not doing a roast here. Besides, we all know the real twins on campus are baseball's Eric Gustafson and track and field's Jackson Dowdy. I mean, come on, look at these pictures. Have you ever seen them in the same place? Because I sure hasn't. Heck, track athletes have even joked that Jackson disappears from time to time. Obviously because he has to go be Eric. That's clearly why that is. But again, guys, this is not a roast. I'm not doing a roast. Nothing about this is going to be roast. So anyway, here's the bloopers and outtakes from this year. Welcome back to Sidelines. Let's continue to talk cross country as we have 2 members of the men's squad joining me at the desk. David Wooten, say, I don't know your name.
Crouch behind you guys is kind of weird. Or like this, like the camera. Yeah. Okay. No, like this one, and then.
Can you just look forward and say, I hate it here? Because I know that's what you're thinking.
I start the back turn.
That was all eyebrow. I don't know if you realized that one.
That one I do.
That one was all eyebrow.
I have nothing to say. Not today. Come on, do it. No, it's me. What the hell do you mean to you? Oh, okay. Ready? No, down, back. And then. We're both gonna cut.
Get in here, you're middle school, get in. Come on, David.
You heard the man.
Get in there, David. Yeah.
Team bonding, I love it.
When I first got here, I always wanted to get something, have my name remembered, so just happy to finally get that. It's a huge sign. Worn out faces.
This is the women's 3-crew. In our race, we have Bailey Morgan, Shelly bags in it, and slingshot curry label. Thank you, and I am your host, Angelina Cone. Thank you very much.
It's gonna be a line. I'll let you know when you're done.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There's more! There's more!
7,
It's always going to be in class. There's going to be that team division. We're here. We're going to keep fighting. We're trying to win.
The Mounties are hot.
Peak mentality.
I keep thinking of peak mentality. Oh my god.
I want you to put the worst thing I say today on the Mountie Awards at the end of the year.
All right. Deal.
Just all bleeps. Yeah, I do piss in bottles during the game. Is that going to be an issue?
Drew, I hope you find this. I think you're a star.
My shirt just got 10 times baggier. Oh.
Mounties. Oh wow, I almost, this was like.
Mounties.
I was literally almost just, you know what, it's recording, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So I was almost like, boom, boom, boom.
All right.
Mountie week.
Camping, Mansfield cross country.
How we doing, Drew? Another day, another dollar. We outside. We in the corner right now. Monday. Play some baseball. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now.
That's my boyfriend.
There we go. There we go. I don't dab. That ain't happening.
Catch the leaves before they fall, as the vibrant colors decorate the rolling hills of Potter and Tioga counties in Pennsylvania. You'll find so many ways to enjoy them. Experience the stunning leaves by car, motorcycle, or horse-drawn covered wagon. Or set your own pace on the Pine Creek Rail Trail or on numerous hiking paths throughout the Pennsylvania Grand Canyon. Don't miss the beautiful fall foliage in Pennsylvania. Breathtaking beauty awaits. Book your stay today.
The Mansfield University Creed focuses on 4 core values of character, scholarship, culture, and service. Tonight we'll recognize 4 student athletes that exemplify these specific pillars. The Mansfield Creed defines character as we believe in integrity. We act with honesty and respect towards others. We take responsibility for our actions and reflect upon their impact on ourselves and others. To present the Creed Award for Character, here is women's basketball head coach Amy Senefelder.
This student athlete is a member of the women's basketball team and is also one of our team captains. She started every game this past season, earning her second team All-PSAC recognition. She is a leader on and off the court and consistently displays acts of honesty and respect towards others. She takes responsibility for her actions as well as others and is loved by the whole Mansfield community. The recipient for this year's Character Creed Award is Jasmine Hilton from Upper Marlboro, Maryland.
Thank you for this nomination, and I'm very grateful for winning this award. I'm really glad that my character can reflect on and off the court, and hopefully that people look up to me as a role model. Go Mounties! Woo!
The Mansfield Creed defines scholarship as we believe in learning. We use rigorous, responsible, and critical inquiry to understand existing knowledge, acquire and share new knowledge, and apply what we learn. Each of us is both student and teacher. To present the Creed Award for Scholarship, here is field hockey head coach Brittany Hansroth.
This student athlete has a cumulative 3.9 GPA and also served as the treasurer for SAC this past academic year. On the field hockey team, she is one of our captains, starting every game this past season as the anchor of our defense to earn her second team All-PSAC recognition. She is both a leader on the field and in the classroom and consistently exudes herself in a very professional and respectful manner. The recipient for this year's Scholarship Creed Award is Hannah Meyer from Kitchener, Ontario.
I'm extremely honored to receive the Mansfield Creed Scholarship Award. Being a D2 student athlete is such a proud accomplishment for me. I love that Mansfield allows me to realize my potential both academically and athletically. Thank you to my field hockey teammates, coaches, my family, friends, and all my professors at Mansfield. I look forward to continuing my successes at Mansfield both on and off the field. Thank you, and go Mounties!
The Mansfield Creed defines culture as we believe in celebrating humanity. We enrich ourselves and others by sharing and exploring our similarities and differences. We honor the past as we invent the future. To present the Creed Award for Culture, here's baseball head coach Andrew Shalott.
Asaf exemplifies everything we're looking for in a student athlete here at Mansfield University. His on-the-field performance spoke for itself this year as he received numerous awards in the postseason for all conference and all region. In the classroom, Asaf was either president's list or dean's list every semester he was here. He also had the chance to fulfill his lifelong dream and represent his country in the Olympics this past summer in Tokyo and also in the European Baseball Championships last fall. Asaf was also voted the 2022 Iron Mountie of the Year for his hard work and dedication in the strength and conditioning department. Couldn't be more proud to announce your 2022 Creed Award for Culture winner, Asaf Loengard.
Thank you, Mansfield Athletics, for this honor. I really appreciate being recognized for who I am off the field. It means a lot. I think all the stuff we do on the field speaks for itself, but what's done behind the scenes is really what matters. And being recognized for something as a culture award is very, I'm happy to get it, so thank you.
And finally, the Mansfield Creed defines service as we believe in helping others. We work with others to improve the communities in which we now live and will touch in the future. Knowledge invests us with the power to improve our world and the responsibility to act. To present the Creed Award for Service, here is softball head coach Edith Gallagher.
The definition of the award for the Pillar of Service is we believe in helping others. We work with others to improve the communities in which we now live and will touch in the future. Knowledge invests us with the power to improve our world and the responsibility to act. Our nominee had a goal of leaving MU a better place than when she arrived, and she's done just that. She served her community many times through service projects including leaf raking, trunk or treat, and raising money for abused animals. She organized many SAC fundraisers for Make-A-Wish. Her biggest impact has been overseeing the Student Athlete Lounge completion. Now student athletes have this gorgeous place to study and relax in Decker Gym. I'm honored to present to you the winner of the 2022 Mansfield University Creed Award for Service, Senior Hannah Schwartz.
Hi, my name is Hannah Schwartz, senior softball player here at Mansfield. I was nominated for the Mansfield Creed Award for Service. I want to thank all of the support staff, faculty, and coaches in athletics for nominating me for this award. I also want to thank all the student athletes as well as the faculty, support staff, and coaches for supporting me with these acts of service and helping me. I wanted to make Mansfield a better place before I left it, and without your help and support, I wouldn't have been able to accomplish near as much. Thank you.
Congrats to all of our Creed Award winners. We have hit the biggest awards of the night, the Athletes of the Year. We have a fall, winter, and spring male and female athlete of the year. Let's start on the fall side, on the women's side. This year's fall female athlete of the year started in all 18 games as the anchor of the defense. She was named to PSAC All-Conference second team, recorded 3 goals and 5 assists. She had a season-high 3 assists against Seton Hill, and made 4 defensive saves on the year, which ranked 7th in the PSAC. She played a total of 1,102 minutes. Your 2021-22 Fall Female Athlete of the Year is Hannah Meyer. For the men, the fall athlete started all 8 games at quarterback as a freshman. He was named CSFL Offensive Player and Rookie of the Year. He led the CSFL in rushing yards per game. He was second in the CSFL in rushing, touchdowns per game, and number 4 in the CSFL in passing yards per game. He rushed for 900 yards on 112 attempts to become the program's leader for rushing yards in a season. He was the leader in rushing touchdowns in a season with 11. He had an 80-yard rush against Cornell for the second longest rush in program history. He ran for a season-high 199 yards against St. Thomas Aquinas to move into second place for rushing yards in a single game. He threw for 1,210 yards to move into second place for passing yards in a season. Completed an 83-yard pass against Cornell for the longest completion in program history. He notched the second best completion percentage in a single game with a season-high 81.6% against Penn, and fifth best completion percentage in a season with 52.12%. That's a lot. Your 2021-22 Fall Male Athlete of the Year is Kasid Raymond.
Pitching to the outside, finds a lane, there he goes, once again, Kasid the Kid for 6, woo, step back. The outside, dives for the pylon, it's a touchdown. Middle. This one down, has Grundon, this one is caught for the touchdown, Mountaineers.
On to the winter. Your winter athlete of the year collected a silver medal and all PSAC honors in the triple jump after she broke her own school record, hitting an 11.43 meter mark. She's the first Mansfield field athlete since 2010-11 to earn the distinction of all conference during the indoor season, and the first female jumper to earn that honor, period. Originally broke the record in her very first indoor competition, landing a mark of 11.40 at the Bison Opener. She followed that up with a first-place finish at the Al Hall Freedom Games and Highlander Invitational with jumps of 11.04 and 11.14, respectively. Your 2021-22 Winter Female Athlete of the Year is Abigail Taylor. On the men's side, this athlete started 27 of 28 games played for a total of 978 minutes. He was named PSAC East Rookie of the Year. He earned PSAC East second team all-conference honors and set a program record for points in a single game with 56 against Bloomsburg. He finished 1 assist shy of a triple-double in that game, pulling in 12 rebounds and dishing out a game-high 9 assists to earn PSAC East Player of the Week following that week. He was second in scoring with 20.6 points per game, 6th in free throw percentage, 9th in minutes per game, 10th in steals, 15th in rebounding and assists, and 16th in field goal percentage, and finished the season with 7 double-doubles. He totaled 578 points, which is second all-time in single-season program history. Your 2021-22 Winter Male Athlete of the Year is Justice Smith.
Showtime, baby! Ah!
Smith for three is good!
Knife, butter, Justice Smith. Got the rebound. He's cutting through. He's going to take it to the bucket. And
Smith looking to work down low, and he gets the reverse. Justice Smith. Overdue. Smith will get the double. 56.
And on to the Spring Athletes of the Year. Starting on the women's side, this athlete qualified for the PSAC Outdoor Championships in 3 events, finishing second in the 100-meter dash in the PSAC Championship to earn silver with the second fastest time in program history, with a 12:17. It's the highest finish in program history in the event. She landed on the podium in the 200-meter dash with a 7th place finish with a time of 25:45. She helped lead the 4x100 meter relay team to a program record time of 49.03 at the conference championship meet, and that team finished 7th to land on the podium. She finished in the top 10 in the 100 and 200 meter dash 8 times this season. Your 2021-22 Spring Female Athlete of the Year is Skylar Brown. Last but certainly not least, your male Spring Athlete of the Year. This athlete was named First Team D2 CCA All-Region, Second Team All-PSAC Utility Player, and Honorable Mention NCBWA All-Region Honors. He led the club in batting average, hits, RBIs, doubles, home runs, runs, slugging percentage, and total bases, and those marks were all in the top 10 in the entire PSAC. He had a hit in 36 of 46 games, including 19 multiple hit games and 4 games of 3 or more base knocks. He had multiple hits in every one of the Mountaineers' 7-game winning streak in late April and earned his first PSAC East Player of the Week honors on April 25th after going 7 for 16 with 3 home runs, 9 RBIs, and 5 runs against Bloomsburg. Your 2021-22 Spring Male Athlete of the Year is Asaf Loengart.
'Fly ball to deep center field. Back, and gone!
And congratulations once again to all of our winners here tonight. Thank you to all of our student athletes and coaches for such a great year. And thank you for tuning in and watching the 2021-22 Mountie Awards. Until next year, I will be right here. Literally right here. I didn't mean literally right here, guys. Guys, please turn the lights. We'll see you guys in the fall.